Good morning. Yes, this grass is not full height. I'm aware, but it's December. I should have cut it last month, but it was the same height. I'm like, what if I wait another month? No good. Morning, Jeff. Morning, Snail. I demand full height grass. Don't worry. As much mowing as I do on this farm, it's just a matter of time. Just realized what I forgot to do. I forgot to call Kenworth yesterday. I don't know if my truck passed MVI or not. Hey, mudding. Hopefully my truck passed MVI. I guess I'll just go to Kenworth today and see if it's got a sticker on it. If it's parked outside all locked up with a sticker on it, I'm good to go. Such a steep hill. Last night was a disaster. Well, if I had said it's a company problem, the truck wouldn't even be in for an MVI because nobody told me it was going in for an MVI. Not a single person in the company told me that truck's going in for an MVI. I just remember talking to Kenworth 3 weeks ago when it was in for a service. They're like, it's back in again in 3 weeks? It's like, for what? And I'm like, MVI expires, it needs an inspection, so yeah, that makes sense. So I knew it was going in for an MVI. It has to be done before the end of this month, but if it's a company problem, I would have just taken the truck home and not dealt with it. I would have done it except for the headache it would have caused me. 24 mile per hour wind. What's 24 miles? That's going to be like what? Not 20, 40, 45. That's going to be what? 75 kilometers an hour wind. Ice rain. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun. It's that time of year, isn't it? Um, what do you haul if it's a van? Especially if it's an empty van, that would suck. I run for Sutco. I've got a whole YouTube channel dedicated to trucking. Low battery alarm. I guess you just gotta idle some there, Jeff. Idle that truck. Wait, every single person here, including myself, is or was a trucker. Hauling a dozer from Maine to South Carolina. At least it's not a van. Because imagine running a van. Yeah, just check out my channel here. I'll quickly show you guys. What do I show you? Let me see here. New window. Let's go to YouTube. I know you guys are not seeing what I'm seeing yet. Let's change that. There we go. Let's go to studio. content. So this is all stuff that's not out yet. Coming. Where's a member-only video? That was a cool one. Basically, I trucked the northwest.
Good morning bonus video.
This one down the narrow road, I actually slapped some of these trees with a mirror. And I had a camera on the mirror, so I just don't remember how far into the video that was. But beautiful fall days these days. Actually, a lot of these trees are just naked now. The leaves have all fallen. So, mudding, what kind of truck do you run? I quite love my W9L. But anyway, check out my channel. Just my name, Juan Rempel.
Tuesday was a good day.
Back to gaming. Montana to Florida would be a nice run. Longest run I've done is here from BC to Texas. That's my longest run, but mostly we run British Columbia, Alberta, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana. That is where most of our runs are. Peterbilt 389X Sleeper. Yeah, that's a nice truck too. Although Peterbilts kind of suck up here in the winter because of how thinly they're insulated. It gets pretty cool in a Peterbilt in the winter up here. Missed that comment, Jeff. You're pretty positive that your bunk batteries just add weight? They don't actually do anything. Oh, maybe that's the problem. Maybe just the Kenworths I've run have been cold. If you have to order them with a winter package. A big bend in the bull bar. Yeah, I've not hit anything hard enough to bend the bull bar. We call it a moose bumper here. But bull bar, I've hit 2 deer with it, and they just bounced right off of it. Yeah, but with a winter package, does frost build up inside of them? Like, in the winter, the whole sleeper is just frosted. The back wall is just ice, just frosted up ice. I like my Peterbilt, but the Peterbilt was also louder. That was a loud truck when I ran. I had the Pete for 1 year, right? So, and it's the loudest truck I've run. It's got the least insulation for sound as well. quite like my W9. Yeah, there's some beautiful sleepers out there. There are some beautiful sleepers out there. Some of them are essentially just full RVs. In Canada, though, you can't go those the huge sleepers that you see in the U.S. or can't legally run in Canada because of length laws, overall length laws. Hey, Michael. It would be cool if Canada and the U.S. just got along. You know what? It'd be cool if just all the U.S. states got along and wrote the same laws. It's like, hey, this is what's allowed. So that's one thing I do like about running with Sutco. I'm home every weekend. Well, almost every weekend. Every now and then, I've got to sit at a truck stop on a weekend, but and not just the 36-hour reset weekend. In the US, it's 38-hour reset, right? I think so. No, 34 hour. Yeah, 34 hours in the US. I knew there was a 2-hour difference. 34-hour reset in the US, 36 in Canada. And then you get 5 days off. Okay, you know what? That's not bad either. Like very often I get home on Friday afternoon and I leave back for work Sunday afternoon. This weekend I got home Friday at about 6 p.m. and I'm not going to leave until Monday morning at like 7 a.m. If my truck is drivable after the MVI. I'm sure it is. Even if there's something wrong, I'll probably have to come back in next weekend to get anything repaired. So where's home base for you, mudding? So since you're hauling a dozer, you got a low bed or a A removable gooseneck trailer. Bristol area. Hey, we want to go to Bristol next year. You want to go to the spring NASCAR race if it all works out. We'll see. Mostly because my father-in-law wants to go see the race, and we might as well join him. Running a low bed, okay. Really, Michael? Do you think Mudding didn't know he's from the South? Michael's like, somebody else from the South. But Michael's special. He's the biggest and best. Because that's what he's told in school. Poor Texas, smaller than BC. Did you just change your thumbnail? I'm just like, what's going on here? I'm confused. Not your thumbnail, your avatar. Can I click on go to channel? There we go. Let's do that. Can I not click on? I want to copy. So as big as it's going to show me. I guess I can do that. So you got a pusher axle on the truck. Drop back. That's a big dozer. Huge. Not a bucket, but whatever you call that. Probably a bucket. Hey Michael, I think he probably figured that out by your thumb or your avatar being a Texas flag. Still weird to me that you put a flag in as your blade. Yeah, there we go. A blade, not a bucket. Of course, I'm dumb. That's a pretty cool load. Do you need pilot car for that, or are you good because you're on interstates? We had a bit of a panic attack with my load loading on Friday. The boss goes, "Hey, you got a pretty wide load this time. It's going to be 10 feet 7 inches wide." So I've called the ferry, we've arranged the wide load, everything's good to go. You have to be at the ferry exactly 5 p.m. or 4 p.m., an hour before the ferry crosses. Pilot car. So I got to the chipper, started loading, and I'm like, that looks wider than 10.7. Let me pull out my measuring tape. That is 11.1. You have a ferry appointment for that? Ferry's going to deny me because they're really stingy on measurements being right. Okay, let's stop loading me. Everything on pause. Let's call and let's see if we can change our ferry appointment. Sometimes they allow it, sometimes they don't. Called the boss and he goes, what? He goes, nobody know how to measure these days? Your pilot car is a Duramax. I've often thought of what can be classified as a pilot car. Could a pilot car be another big rig? Just bobtailing? Could that be legally a pilot car? Could a pilot car be a pickup with a huge camper on it and you literally live in your camper and just go pilot car from place A to B and live in the truck? Or what if just an actual RV and just get a big enough engine put in an RV that you could do a pilot car, be a pilot car in a big RV? Would that be legal? I've always wondered that. I never see anything but cars and pickups and I think I cut everything. I think I've cut everything. Some of these trees are still in the way, but less so. It was definitely less obnoxious this time because Jess did cut down a whole trailer worth of trees. Yeah, I've read that too. So basically, any vehicle could be an oversized vehicle. Any vehicle could be a pilot car. So if you get an RV with a big engine in it, so you don't piss off all the truck drivers that you're piloting, basically you have to be able to drive as quick as a truck would, which shouldn't be that hard, but you know, some RVs are pretty darn slow. You could be a pilot car, a pilot RV. I was just thinking of that because that'd be a great retirement plan, going, I don't want to do trucking anymore, but I still want to do traveling. Set your RV up. Oh, you're definitely going to lose money on fuel though, but what if you want to be just traveling anyway? Yeah, I guess you have to think of that. Would it be worth it? But a nice Duramax with a big camper on the back should still do pretty good. Yeah, I don't know how much pilot cars get paid. I've never been over height. I've never had an over height load, so I've never had to check bridges. Having said that, even just running, my truck is 13.3 just by itself without a load on it. Some bridges I drive under, or some tunnels I drive under, technically are lower than that. So you do have to watch out for that. And then there's New York. Literally every bridge is a foot taller than the sign says. It's just a thing they do there. Seems so stupid to me, but it's a thing they do there. Makes no sense. I'm actually going to mow this. Average pilot car gets 78 to 95K a year. You know what? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Especially if you have a really good fuel economic vehicle. This is, Father Mick, this is close to home. It's the sandbox. So you see the blue shovel in the background there. There's a big rubber boot in that corner. Can't really see the other toy in that corner. And behind us there is a water hose running over the side of the sandbox. It's like a sandbox. And we're playing inside of a kid's sandbox. What are the best conditions for a pilot car? I don't know if I understand the question. $20 to $75 per mile, depending on the load, I guess, right? But yeah, if you get yourself a little fuel efficient Honda Civic or something, you can make decent money. Usually you wouldn't want a Honda Civic though, because that dozer might be being delivered in the bush somewhere, so you want a nice four-wheel drive pickup that can handle the bush. "20 minutes from Myrtle Beach." Amy hot dogs, yesterday smoke alarm. Sure. I need Jess here to translate Texan, because it didn't make any sense to me. I've definitely never been to Myrtle Beach. Let me Google that, because I don't even know exactly where that is. Oh yeah, I've seen pictures of that. That's a famous beach. Yeah, that'd be cool to visit. I've visited New York. I haven't visited this bottom corner of the U.S. I've seen all the rest of the U.S. It's just this bottom corner I haven't visited. Really need to get some visits in there. And I've done Canada coast to coast. I haven't done Northwest Territories. I've done Yukon. None of it, there's no roads going there. And we haven't done Alaska only because we were at the Alaska border and COVID was going on. So And I've done Mexico, I've done Belize. Haven't done Guatemala yet. Plan on that one too. Yeah, have to do Myrtle Beach sometime. Just not during tourist season. I just hate tourists. There's too many people during tourist season. You can't really do anything fun when you're waiting in lines that are 3 kilometers long. See how I did the 3 kilometers there? I don't know how locals feel about a Taurus. I do know how I feel as a local over here about tourists. I'm fine with tourists. I just don't want to join them. We definitely live in a tourist trap here as well. We live in the Okanagan Valley in Canada, so a huge tourist trap. All the wine tasting people come here. Okay, let's grab our windrower. It's 9 a.m. in game already and still not daylight, but it is December, so. Stupid heart. I hate that covers up half the message. Secret? I think it says life. The secret to life is wide open throttle. Gets a little sketchy. Whoops. Gets a little sketchy wide open throttle on the motorcycle. 35 mile per hour wind, that's a, what, 65-ish kilometers an hour? So that's still pretty darn breezy. Do I have a windrower GPS set up? I do. I guess I don't really need it the first round. Yeah, I can't imagine running an empty van in that kind of wind. Like, you see it in Alberta where you have all the trucks that lay down on the ditch on their side and take a nap. I guess driving into the wind or having a tailwind is okay. Tailwind would be nice, but side wind, oof, sketchy. At least you got a big heavy bulldozer. You're not rolling. Vermont has a lot of dirt roads as main highways, and I didn't know that. I know in Manitoba we have a lot of dirt roads as main roads. So I grew up on gravel. I think running on so much gravel as a kid Also makes me better at driving on ice. Well, Manitoba had ice in the winter as well, but I think gravel handles a lot more like ice than tarmac, so it gives you some instincts there too to be a better ice runner. I mean, I would never end up in the ditch at all, ever. I've put my rig in the ditch twice. Once with no damage, a second time with very little damage. Oh yeah, I rolled the thing and drove away. The one time. Yeah. Driven on sand. Never done the sand. Done gravel, pavement, ice, snow, mud, dirt. Ever drive across a lake? I've never driven a big rig across a lake, but I've driven my SUV across a lake several times. Well, when you do oversized equipment, you do a lot less miles than like the van guys do. People always ask me how many miles do you do in a month. I do about a 10,000 kilometers in a month, whatever that's in miles. That would be 6,000 miles a month. But I'm always doing those specialized wide loads that sometimes take a day or sometimes even 2 days to unload, so you're getting paid to sit there by the hour instead of driving, so you get a lot less miles in. Now when I rolled mine, basically I hit the ditch. I was forced into the ditch. I hit the ditch, came to a stop, Super B. It was such a steep ditch that the rear trailer slowly started rolling over. I told my wife, we're going to roll over, and she goes, what? I'm like, just hold on, we're going to roll over. You see the pup slowly going over, and all of a sudden clicked onto its side. And that flipped the front trailer on its side, and then the truck didn't actually go all the way on its side. It went like at a 45-degree angle, making a heck of a twist in the frame. But the twist came back out when the tow truck popped me back on my wheels. The twist came back out. It did some damage in the drivetrain. It was spitting some gears in the future down the road. So it was a very gentle rollover. So I always hesitate from even telling people I rolled over a truck because it was the most gentle into deep snow. That's why I did so little damage to it. It really came from the twisting that did most of the damage. Yeah, when you don't have oversized stuff and you're just running the highway, you can get really good miles in. But when you're doing the specialty stuff, you just don't get the miles. But I get paid by the hour, so my paydays are still as big, if not bigger. Yeah, no kids for us. So my wife comes with us, no kids. But if you trucking is hard, period, if you've got kids. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of comments, and if I miss a question or something, sorry. It's hard to read and windrow at the same time. I've wrecked 0 trucks, rolled one, ended up in the ditch once. I've had a couple of other tow truck calls. I've had pull-ups up mountains because ice, or just general breakdowns. Never haul in tornadoes. Yeah, probably not good advice, or probably good advice. You probably said that already, mudding, but how long have you been trucking? I think you said that right at the beginning. I just forget. I forgot. Forgot. Sure. Because I've only been in the industry for 6 years. Eight years. Okay, so you got 2 years on me. It's funny how both of us have gone to specialty. The wide load stuff. Man, the load I have on right now is so ugly. It took me 2 hours to tarp the thing, and even then my tarps, the front trailer tarps were too short. They just overlap. It's an ugly load. It's ugly. Usually takes me an hour to tarp. So when it takes 2 hours to tarp, it's like, I don't know if the $90 to tarp is worth it. When it's an hour, it's like, yeah, sure, $90 an hour, I'll take that. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. I enjoy trucking. No regrets. I went from a white collar job to a blue collar job. No regrets. I get to take a ferry ride on Monday. That's tomorrow. Yeah, I get to take a ferry ride. 1 hour ferry. That's going to be what? Probably $600 to go across the ferry one way. Something like that. That sounds like the lack of fun. Those are, you were creating memories. That's what you were doing. You were creating memories. Don't tell Milo Girl, but I'm going to cut more of these trees down. They're still annoying to me. Traffic is very heavy on I-95. So you're way up north right now. I-95, isn't that... Okay, I have to look at a map, but... I-95, isn't that up here? That's I-94. Where's I-95 then? That doesn't... Because they go from low to tall. Oh, 95. Never. That's odd numbers. And that's north to south. Never mind. Never mind. I was thinking I'm the even numbers. Even numbers are east to west. 95 is north to south. I'm just stupid. Yeah, 95 is over here. You guys on the East Coast, where the heck do you sleep? Like, here, I just drive until I'm out of hours. I'm like, oh, my clock says I've got 15 minutes of drive time left. I better find a place to pull over soon. Oh, 5 minutes of drive time left. Okay, let's go pull over there. There's just parking everywhere. You can drive till the end of your shift at 11 p.m. No, if you go to the big cities, no. Vancouver, Seattle, there's no parking anywhere in those. No, you're right.
I'm not on their side, apparently. I'm not on their side. I'm arguing against you again.
Jess is arguing with me, apparently. I didn't know we were arguing, but apparently we're arguing. Is it still vacation? I guess down there might still be vacation weather, because the tourists for the most part have all gone home. As soon as school started, tourists all ended. Unless it's a long weekend for you guys. No, I don't think so, right? Ah, so you're one of those guys that runs at night instead of during the day? I think if I trucked on the East Coast, I would definitely not want to run during... I wouldn't want to do a... later in the day shift. Like right now, normally I work from... I start my shift at 7 a.m. and run till 9 or 11 p.m. depending if I'm Canada or US. Honestly, more recently I've just been doing 7 to 9. But if you're running East Coast, if you run till 9, there's nowhere for you to park. Yeah, midday shift would, like there'd be literally nowhere to park. You either want to start really, really early in the morning and be done driving by 5 p.m. because the truck stops will be full by 5 p.m. Or you want to run an evening shift so that by the time you're done driving, people are already clearing out of the truck stops. Yeah, midday shift. You have to deal with all the traffic jams. Yes. Yep, that's true too. Well, if you watch my videos, I don't deal with traffic jams very often. I complain when I hit Vancouver, but East Coast is pretty much like Vancouver driving all day long. Yeah, I don't envy trucking on the East Coast. Just don't do it. I would love to do a couple runs into the East Coast, but I wouldn't want to do it every day. I don't know if I could do the job if I did that every day.
Really wouldn't even want to do Vancouver every day.
I certainly wouldn't want to get paid by the mile. Get paid by the hour. I think that would make it a little more bearable. So apparently in the UK, most drivers get paid by the hour the whole time they're in the truck. You get paid from the second you leave the company yard till the second you get back into the company yard. Hey, Gaming Joy. Including your 8-hour, 9-hour, 10-hour reset overnight. If you're running overnight, that is on the clock getting paid for. Apparently UK drivers are a little spoiled with stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know, even by the hour, would I really want to sit in that much traffic if I got paid by the hour? I guess depending on how much I got paid by the hour. Because right now I get paid by the mile. But anytime it takes over 2 hours to unload or load, I get 31 something an hour. I think up to 8 hours a day. So I noticed on my last payday, I got a referral bonus for a driver using me as a reference. But it was only $100 when it was supposed to be $1,000. Somebody mistyped and didn't put an extra zero at the end. Said they're going to fix it on the next payday. So I'm going to take $500 of that $1,000 and give it to the driver that used me as a referral. It's like, if I get $1,000, you get half of it. Oh, for this payday? It was early enough that it's going to be on this payday. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. So I'll actually get it paid the extra grand on this payday. Ah, cool. I'm looking forward to payday. Hey, Matthew, we're doing good. Doing good. I know the title says mowing grass, but we finished mowing grass. Now we're windrowing it, or as the local farmers here call it, raking. Because if you ask a farmer about a windrower, they go, "You mean the rake?" This is a rake. So we're raking it, raking our grass now, and then we'll grab it all and bring it to our silage silo. Once it's full, we'll just sell the grass because we have nowhere else to store it. Unless we get enough money to buy a second silage silo. Man, today the commenters have been pretty good. You did lots of comments today, so thank you. I don't know why YouTube has decided to suggest my video to you guys today, but a whole bunch of new people coming, dropping in and saying hi today, so welcome. Our channel's been kind of stuck at 250 subscribers. It's like it just stuck there. Almost when James stopped streaming for a while because his life got busy. So apparently most people have subscribed because of James. So James, when are you going to start streaming again? He keeps saying he's going to work it out to do it on a Monday, but this weekend is Comic-Con? Yeah, there's not a chance he's doing a live stream this weekend. Not a chance. And Jess will not be doing live streams this week either because she's coming along trucking. She did 2 last week. But I'll probably do a live stream on the trucking channel this week. Those can be fun. Kind of have an idea what I'd like to do, but we'll see if it works out. So I'm not going to say it out loud yet.
Like it never does.
It never works out? You just have to force it to work out. that's a new that inhaler thing. When every morning you die, sound like a frog stuck in your throat.
Well, it is worse than that too, right? Before they kill that girl,
I don't know who decided to plant grass down here anyway. Should be fired. I might take down a tree or two down here too. At least the big individual ones. Just so I don't have to do so many of these circles. We need money anyway, so. Oop. Rubbing against some of the trees there. Oh. Tea delivered. Yes. If Milo joins, we'll just have to let Jess join the stream and we won't talk about what Jess is doing. We won't talk about her cutting down trees. It's like, sure, Jess is in here live streaming with us, but we won't say what she's doing. Unaliving trees? And no, not possible. Did you just throw your mouse away? First rule of tree cutting, don't talk about tree cutting. You've done have you done the forestry streams?
Oh, I've been doing
Okay, so she just hasn't seen them.
She works during the week.
She works during the week and hasn't seen those. Shh, don't tell her. Literally a forestry map where all you do is cut trees down. Poor mini trees.
Oh my God.
Top secret stream. Yeah, that's a great idea. Don't tell anyone I'm live streaming right now. That's a good way of getting new subscribers, right? Although my trucking channel, I don't know what's going on there, but I'm getting at least 5 subscribers a week on there. And views. So many views. Channel definitely hit some kind of cool thing where people just keep rolling in. It's like I'm done. No, no, I'm not. Put it back down. There you go. Don't fold everything up yet. I'm not even sure if I'm playing multiplayer. Something I should have checked. And just like that, chat has just died. It's funny how YouTube does that, pushes people here, and all of a sudden just, nope, not pushing your channel anymore. The algorithm can be very confusing sometimes. It seems like, here, actually, I'll show you. Let's log into, I don't know if you guys find this interesting, but I always find algorithms, analytics to be super interesting. So let's pick a video that just came out. That's recent. The video goes up, 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 day 1. And then just flat lines. Day 1, I get all my views, day 1. Flat line every single video. What did I press wrong here? There we go. But notice my top views. Coca-Cola. Jamie Davis, truck burns down. That one's not here. Coca-Cola. New one. Coca-Cola. so many old Coca-Cola videos show up on here. People are like, you sure love the Coca-Cola because I record it every time I drive it. No, I don't really. But look at the views. It gets people in. But check out the algorithm for this. This video is 2 years old now. Day one, it did a pop-up, and then it just has steady increased. And then at the end over here, I'm getting views all of a sudden. Like, why am I getting views now? I shot this video 2 years ago. And now it's getting, here, last 48 hours, it's gotten 1,000 views in 48 hours. 500 views a day. And it's made me $250 altogether in the last 2 years. That's a cool video, but it's just weird how the algorithm does that. Because if you zoom in the first little part, the movie or the video did a normal little thing before it spiked and then just keep growing. That video is one that makes people show up. Look, they don't stick around long. They click on it and then they click off. Most people, after 8 minutes, 18% of the people are still there. The rest of the people have all gone away. So, but if you go to watch time has done the same curve though. Subscribers. Why I do Coca-Cola videos is because it brings in the subscribers, and hopefully they stay for the other videos, which I think are much cooler. And then money, kind of the same line. All the lines are the same. It's just weird to me. Like, here's a recent one that came out. Day one. It's gotten more views than normal on day two, but day one is where all the views come in. Watch time more than usual. The gray line here is the average of what my videos get. So I always like to see a blue line above that gray. And it's made a whole $4.35. And if anybody wants other see other things about that, people are always like, nope, we're not going to talk about money. I'm always the first person to go, here, this is what my payday looks like. Because if I'm going to consider doing a new career, a new job, I want to see what the actual payday is. So if people ask me what I get paid as a truck driver, I literally send them a screenshot of my payday. Well, certain things are voided out, but the money, how much money I made, it's like I literally show exactly how much money I made on that payday. It's like, you should know how much you can make, how much you expect to make. And yeah, I work for one company. That's only payday view for one company. But how are people supposed to know if they're getting paid fairly? My last job, we weren't supposed to talk about how much we made. I showed my payday to everybody, and it really pissed some people off, because I talk to them and go, hey, you've been here longer than me. You're getting paid less than I am. And you are at the same skill level as I am. Here, look at what my payday looks like. And they got so angry and talked to management and got themselves a pay raise. But they deserved it. They'd been there longer than me, at my skill level, doing the same job and getting paid less than me. And then, of course, the bosses were angry. I'm sharing my payday. I'm like, pay people fairly, and that's not a problem. So I'm the first person to always show people my payday. It's like, I'm never there. I'm not never showing my payday to brag because I don't get paid enough to brag. It's never that. It is just a, hey, this is what I get paid. Is it fair what you get paid? Or am I the one that's getting ripped off? Wait a minute, you're getting paid twice what I am and you're doing the same job? I find any companies that are afraid of their employees talking about paid, how much they get paid, are not paying their employees fairly. Definitely a taboo subject, though. Hmm?
I don't know if you knew in May they passed a law in BC.
In May, they passed a law in BC, pay transparency law.
Yeah, so they can no longer ask you what you paid at positions with other employers, and they also, you can't discipline or dismiss you or harass you if you discuss your pay.
Okay, so it's illegal to,
At least
in BC, to prevent your employees from talking about pay. That's a good law.
It's part of the thing where they also have to list the wage now on job listings instead of calling about $15 to $20. But yeah, that actually.
Oh, so job listings, you actually have to say exactly what the can it not be between this and this because depending on your skill level?
I think
Or do you say, hey, at this skill level you got paid that at that?
might be that.
Welcome back.
It also has to be.
Because pay transparency is so important.
I remember I hated is always applications and have you list what you would like to be paid for that job. That one always.
Yes, when you applied for a job, they would ask you what would you like to get paid for this. It's illegal to do that now in BC.
There's a lot of little.
And all job postings have to say this is what the job will pay. And if you talk about your payday, you cannot be disciplined or be treated unfairly or fired for talking about your payday. That's nice. Talk transparency. Hey, Mudding, you should do YouTube. Record some videos of your trucking because I would love to see some oversized loads trucking videos. So yeah, my last payday was what, $2,000? Give a little over. It was. I saw the first digit was a 2. It's a good way around that. So I get no spam. That's What am I trying to do here?
Live streams you do subscriber.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's go here. Before we screw that up, let's just change our account back to the 3Js. I got 3 different accounts, 3 different YouTubes. 3Js is 3 hosts. I'm not the only one that hosts on this channel. So here, edit, customization. Here, who can send messages? Subscribers only. You have to be subscribed to send a message. And you can make this, I have it at any duration. You can make it to 1 minute to custom, that you can't make a comment until you've been subscribed. And that's gotten rid of 99.9% of all spam. Yeah, that's on our live stream. You can also put in keywords that if they get said, they automatically get blocked.
You can show that too.
Let's just drop that back where it was. So you can go to YouTube Studio and settings. Yep.
There's probably a lot since he's tried it. I don't know why it's
Community. So that, no, that's not.
try general up. Go to channel.
There we go.
No less about
No.
the channel.
I don't know. It's in here. Here, blocked words. You can put in blocked words over here.
On your main channel we have that.
On our main channel, we have a whole bunch of blocked words of things you can't say. I don't actually have to type it. I can click the 3 little dots on the end
If it's a different channel, then
and say go to channel.
you used to have a different channel.
Oh, you used to have a different channel, a different count. Okay.
That's the whole reason.
So let's look. Let's mud. Oop. Let's get the right word, right letters in there. Let's filter that to channel names. No results. Nope, not getting any results.
Anyways, block links and block words.
Yeah, block. You can block words. You can block links.
There's settings.
Right here, click that so nobody can do links.
And there's settings somewhere else that allows it to be even more harder to do it.
And that really gets rid of a lot of spam.
And there's more settings somewhere Jess is trying to say.
Just type in the comments if I'm not saying everything. Jess is fighting with me, guys. We're having an internet fight. What?
Nothing, I figured it. I have a caps lock
But yeah, you have to do that. And the other thing, I do a lot less telling people where I'm running, because some creepy people come out and start following you, like physically following you on the highway. And it's like, nope, nope, I'm out. It's cool meeting real people. Like, sometimes you meet people and go, hey, love your channel, and then they keep doing their own thing. Just saying hi to you, I'm fine with that. But then the creepy part, some people are the creepy ones that want to now take I'm like, I'm busy, dude. I don't have time to go take pictures and go coffee with you and go to meals with you. No, I'm busy. It's like, I know you're just trying to be nice, but then there's the ones that follow you, and it's like, yeah. Like, there's some channels that live stream everywhere they go, and it's like, I guess if you're a single dude, that works. But my wife comes with me, and as soon as you have a female voice on the channel, the creeps come out. So we don't do nearly as many live streams anymore. And we won't tell people where we are and where we're going as much. I just lifted that. You dummy. So yeah. You gotta mitigate the weirdness. So now I record all my videos 2 weeks ahead of time. So by the time people see my video, that was 2 weeks ago. We'll still do live streams from now and then because they actually make money. But I'm not doing a whole bunch of them because yeah, you gotta mitigate the creep factor. But yeah, I don't mind people walking up and saying, hi, love your channel, and then leave me alone and let me do my thing. I was at a restaurant in Langley, and the person eating, sure, they looked at me once or twice, but I never even thought anything of it. They pretty much just treated me like I didn't think anything of it, that they recognized who I was. But they waited till I was done eating, and as I was walking out the door, they go, hey, by the way, love your channel, good work, have a great night. And then I walked out and said, hey, thanks. And then they waited to say something until I was on the way out. Basically, there's no pressure to now have a social interaction, right? And it's like, that's pretty cool. When you meet like people like that, it's like, now I want to kind of have a social interaction because you are actually a pretty cool person, and you thought about when to say hi to me to make it not awkward. Oh yeah, and if you're taking your daughter with you, yeah, that'll bring out the creeps too, right? As soon as you have a female voice on the video, and especially like Jess is friendly to everybody, all of a sudden, a female voice that's friendly and says hi to you really brings out the creeps. Wind is back 50 miles per hour. That is, what's 50 miles? 95 kilometers an hour. That's pretty gusty. I don't know how comfortable I would be driving in that. Well, if I was running a van, I just wouldn't. Just wouldn't run in that. But like we said, you're running a heavy load. Can I fit through here? I can't even fit through here. Gotta cut that tree down, Jess. 75-mile gusts of wind later on. What's that in kilometers? 120 kilometers an hour? Yeah, I don't know about that. That's, man, your truck's got to be shaking from that. A little buffeting, huh? I need that mod with a spray paint so I can mark that tree. For reals. What's that mod called?
DLC.
Oh, it's part of the DLC.
There might be a mod that is separate.
Guess I'm buying the DLC. How much is the DLC? Let's go take a look. Where's my Steam? Steam. Farming Simulator. You're gonna put some pressure on your trailer. Oh, that's going to put some pressure on the trailer. Yeah, that big cat is gonna take. If it's a side wind, it's gonna. There's gonna be a lot of side force on there. The trailer will be running sideways down the highway, especially if the roads get slippery overnight. Some ice rain. So you said DLC. The platinum.
Yeah, but you could try to see if there's a separate mod before you buy it.
It's mixed reviews. I should probably wait till that's on sale. It's on my wish list. I'll leave it on my wish list. If it goes on sale, I'll buy it then. Mixed reviews on it too.
And it's not me from buying it, but yes, you can wait.
I'll wait till it goes on sale. It'll probably go on sale when the new premium edition comes out, which I've already bought. When that comes out, this will probably go on sale, so I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, I did that last week where the sleeper was rocking so much in the wind I had a hard time sleeping. Like, I can sleep anywhere. I can sleep next to a train track as long as they're not blowing their horn. But when the whole cab is rocking, you keep waking up having a heart attack, someone's jumping on your truck. sure a lot of grass. I think it's a lot of work because of all the trees are in the way and how small our equipment is. So it's blowing at an angle right now, so it's not a direct side wind. Can you park the truck so it's facing into the wind? I've done that before. It's like, hey, the wind's coming out of this direction. I'm going to park my truck at an angle that I'm facing directly into the wind. Because I've done that and that works pretty good if there's space to do so. Alright, enjoy your drive. Get some miles in. What time is it there for you? Like 2 p.m. probably? Guess what? I'm starting to get hungry. Just made a chicken noodle soup yesterday. Man, that was good. Ah. See, I was pretty... Did I say 2? Yeah, I was pretty close. I mean, you're being nitpicky with the 11 minutes, but... Screech pie. Come on, tractor. You can turn tighter than this. I know you can. See? Told you you could. Seriously? Seriously what? Ah, darn it. Okay, that's funny. Not so much funny for you. But sometimes four-wheelers are dumb as bricks. Man, sometimes they're dumb as bricks. Oh, not a four-wheeler, a van, as in another rig parked in front of you? You should know better than that. Not a Swift driver, are they? I was thinking a van, like a four-wheeler, but not a four. You're like a drive van or a refrigerated van. Knock the frickin' doors off. It is a Swift. I'm like, who else would do that? It's got to be a Swift driver. So the one night I came to Spokane, I'm like, hey, looking at places where I could park. I'm like, hey, there's a nice little spot there. It looks like trucks can park there. I pulled in and parked, looked around and go, every single truck here is a Swift truck. You know what? I'm going to find a different place to park. I don't feel safe here. I'm going to find a different place to park for the night. I guess not every single, but almost every truck driver there was a Swift driver. I'm like, yeah, that seems like I need to mitigate risk. Then I googled where Swift warehouse was, and it was just down the street. There was a Swift warehouse, or not a Swift warehouse, a yard. And I'm like, yep, that explains it. Are the keys still in the truck? Move the truck for them. Welcome back, Michael. I didn't know you disappeared. A tree has to be cut down too. Good luck remembering which one that is. Kind of in this corner area. I'll cut down a couple of trees in that corner and hopefully I'll get the right one.
Tired of being different persons acting old self.
Sorry?
He's back to his old self. He can't be, can't, change. He's a guy.
You're back to your old self. So the dude's probably inside the truck stop taking a shower or something.
I have some bad things to recommend, but then they'll be there longer and better.
How strong is that bull bar on the front? You got the keys to the cat in the back, right? Customer, why is there so much damage on the blade of this cat? It's a brand new cat. It came that way. It was loaded that way. Why is there a Swift logo in the front blade of this cat? An exploder? You took out an exploder with the bull bars. Ooh, copperhead. Yeah, those don't seem all that safe. I think copperheads would scare me more than a rattler. Rattlers aren't that dangerous. Oh, so he's parked sideways in front of you, in front of a whole bunch of trucks then. Yeah, it wouldn't take that much to take that front end out then. I don't recommend it, but...
I don't know if we're screwing, but this should be fun.
Sounds good, Mudding. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. It was a good conversation. Always say these live streams aren't really about gaming. It's more about having conversation with people's. Copperhead's bit two people. Isn't the copperhead deadly?
I'm surprised you're not calling both out.
Oh, I'm not calling ball cap on it yet. Michael doesn't always lie, but it is unusual when Michael does not exaggerate. I'd say Michael's more of an exaggerator than a liar.
So he exaggerates, it's been two people instead of no people.
So he's exaggerated that it's bit two people instead of no people. Jess is not on your side today, Michael. You are running solo today. If Mile Girl shows up, see if she's going to be on your side. But right now, you're solo. How do you even know it's a copperhead if they don't even know what color it is and how long it is? I have my doubts that it's a copperhead. There's too much lack of information. Somebody told you it was a copperhead, but nobody knows what color it is, what length it is. I doubt it's a copperhead. I have reservations on that one. I would say somebody is that's why do all Texans just exaggerate? Might be a Texan thing, huh? Texans always say that they're the biggest, the baddest, the best. I highly suspect that they could be inaccurate. I don't know, I've just become a more skeptical. I've become more of a skeptical person. I don't take what people say at face value. I just don't believe people anymore. If somebody tells me they did a thing, I'm like, oh yeah? I want a little more details, because if it's a true story, there should be details. And even then, I dare you to tell a story that's actually accurate. If something cool happens to you today, write down exactly what happened right after it happened. Write it down in a journal, loose leaf page or something. Write down exactly what happened. And then tell that story every single day for the next year. And then come back and read your loose leaf page. And I bet you're going to actually convince yourself that you wrote it down wrong on the loose leaf paper. You're going to be so convinced that the story that you tell that you must have written it down wrong when it first happened on your statement. This I tell from a personal story, because I swore that something happened. And I'm like, oh, I wrote a statement the day it happened. Go read the statement. I'm like, oh, I don't remember that happening. It's like, there's no way that happened. I must have written that down wrong. But no, I wrote it down right after it happened. The statement must be more true than my memory of the event is. I had to go to court for that one, and that's why there's a statement. I got punched in the face by someone that was high as a kite. And when I went to court, read my statement and I'm like, that's not what actually happened, is it? Oh. Okay, I should believe my own statement I wrote over my own memory. Wait, 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 wait. Let's go Copperhead and close the story. So all you got was there's a Copperhead and to be careful. Wait, where'd... If that's all you got, where'd the two people that got bit came from? Do you make that part up? Ah, dang. Why does it lift when I don't want it to lift? All I got was the Copperhead and be careful. This story just is making less and less, or sounding less and less truthful.
Oh, you're on my side?
I'm on Jess's side. It took me a bit to get there, but I'm there. Have I confused you? That's enjoyable. I don't know why, but it's enjoyable. Yeah, you know, people get confused if they lie. They get mixed up in their own stories. I'm sorry, I'm picking on you pretty heavy there, Michael. There's a yawn. Confirmed a yawn. I'm not sure if those are allowed, but it did happen. Texans are not stupid. They just well exaggerate. I think that story itself is an exaggeration. I think it's a Texas school thing. In school, you guys get taught how big and free you guys are. You're the biggest, baddest state in the world. America. And you get taught it so much that you actually start believing it without any actual facts. I'm not saying we're better. Definitely not saying that. That would be hypocritical. I'm just saying Texas for sure does that. And in Texas, especially rural, women belong in the kitchen still. It's weird, man. It's like, if Jess asks a question there, they'll look at me and answer me. I'm like, I'm not the one that asked the question. Jess asked the question. Hmm?
Sister's
Yeah, my sister-in-law told stories like that. Like, no, I'm applying for this, not my husband is applying for this. Same thing in Belize. Had the same problem. Misogyny is still very, very alive in Texas. But not just Texas. The more rural you get, the more it still exists, right? But
I'm gonna get myself banned from their own channel if I'm not careful.
yeah, the things my niece is getting taught in the Texas school system, it's like, yeah, Texas is weird that way. That tree has to be cut off or cut down too. But as far as that goes, most of the country, Canada, US, watch political news so much they get so brainwashed into the other side's evil. It's just weird to see it from the outside, not watching the talking heads anymore, and realizing no matter what you say, they're going to believe the talking heads over whatever you say. Because the talking heads make everything so exciting and so terrible that the world's going to end if the other side does this thing or that thing, that the hype gets you, right? Turn off the news and just go live. Did I get everything back here? I think so. All looks Windroad. Do you think we can live on Mars? Yeah. Will it be sustainable? I don't know. We can live on a spaceship, which means you can live on Mars. But on a spaceship, everything that gets used on that spaceship has to come from Earth. Will everything on Mars have to come from Earth? That's my only question. And if so, it's a terrible idea. Could you be self-sustainable on Mars? Then, whatever. Let people go live on Mars. I have no interest in living on Mars, but I think future generations will find out if we can live on Mars. Will our generation find out if we can live on Mars? I don't know. What do you think, Michael? Do you think we can live on Mars? Because my answer is I don't know. And which way are you leaning? Yay or nay? Nay, you don't think so. Why not? I'm no expert on astronomy, so I don't know if there's actually water on Mars or not. Can you grow your own food up there? What's radiation gonna do with no atmosphere, or not? I guess not no atmosphere. Oh yeah, you're going with no atmosphere. What? Same with the moon. Not no atmosphere, but low atmosphere. Very, very little atmosphere. You have to live underground. Build your civilization in a crater, and how do you reduce radiation, right? But people are surviving on the spaceships out there. How are they mitigating radiation? I guess they've got some kind of protection from radiation. I'm no astronomer, so I'm not a specialist, so I don't know how that works. But if you can protect against radiation in a spaceship, then you should be able to protect against radiation on a different planet, right? I would assume Mars is the same way, probably very hot. Well, probably just cold. It's so far away from the sun. I don't know. I don't really study planets, so I don't know. But they plan on building a moon base, right? So I guess the scientists have figured that part out. There's always experts in the field that figure those things out. No, 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 no. Moon doesn't rotate at all. It's tidally locked. There is no rotation on the moon. It's tidally locked to Earth. Because the moon is not a perfect sphere. The Earth is not a perfect sphere either. Does Mars actually rotate 24 hours? It couldn't rotate exactly like Earth, does it? How long is a Mars day in Earth hours? 24.6. So the days are a little longer. One day on Earth is 23.9 hours. I guess not quite 24 hours, huh? That's why we have leap year. So 1 year on Mars lasts 569 days because of the slower rotation. So yeah, not that different from Earth. Yeah, how does that happen? How does one planet rotate the opposite direction? I think space is a lot more complicated than school books make it sound. But I would say, as a Christian, that humans will go live on planets and around different stars, around different suns. I think we're going to go to different galaxies. I think the human race will go there. Uranus rotates on its side? Really? I didn't know that. Mudding's back. Did Swift move? Because you seem to be back too early to have gone down the road at all. Okay, let's fold this up. We're done windrowing. Let's go start collecting some grass. Okay, let's repair this. Is that a coffee grinder in the... Does that look like a coffee grinder? Why is that in the shop? Why is there a coffee grinder in the shop? And where's the rest of your tools, bud? The mod is falling toward Earth. Sure, Michael. Sure. The mood. Okay, the mood is falling towards Earth. The mood. Oh, the moon! I would have never guessed. Yeah, every year the moon gets slightly closer to Earth, yes. That is definitely a thing. Okay. No, it's falling towards the Earth, which means it gets closer. Michael, you're just trying to give me a headache. Ah, it's still too dark not to run with lights. I don't think the Earth or the moon was born. I guess it was created by smashing a rock into Earth. And part of the rock is now the moon. Now that would definitely be one working theory. I think that's one cool thing about science is everything is theories, and when new evidence is found, they change those theories. Really need more horsepower. We're not getting more horsepower though until we have a better planter, a better roller, and a bigger silage silo. That has to all come before more horsepower. You know what I'm feeling?
You're feeling hungry.
I'm feeling hungry.
Wait, you just said it.
It's not an emotional... Don't go back to that fucking argument again. No. No.
You just said it.
There's two different types of feelings. Emotional and physical physically touching. Mudding, you're bored. Well, you're bored because you're watching my channel. I'm so boring. Mudding just called me boring. Another internet fight. Go watch some of my trucking you're a trucker. Trucking videos are boring. No, not like that. Come on. Internet fight. I'm guessing you're watching on your phone. What I do is I bought a laptop to be in the truck, and I'm never bored in the truck because anytime I have a spare minute in the truck, I'm editing YouTube videos. If I actually manage to have enough time to edit all my YouTube videos, then I go play some video games or go for a walk or something like that. You got an Xbox in the truck. Yeah, you got to have something when you have a long layover, right? You're sitting there for a whole day. If it's a couple hours, I can stay busy, but if it's a whole day in the middle of nowhere, that sucks. Myler girl's here. Shoot, we have to stop undeading trees. Undeading trees? Unaliving trees. Don't worry, we didn't cut any trees. Yeah, Jess has a Steam Deck in the truck. I've got the laptop. I wish I had the type of cell plans you guys have in the US. That would be nice. I could live stream stuff. Zombie trees. Undeading trees. Yep, that's it. Undeading trees. Ooh, that sounds good. Grilled cheese with French fries. That's not what she said.
No.
But do you think that'd be a thing? That could happen?
It'd be hard to time it out exactly, but I could try.
That'd be pretty cool, even if it wasn't timed out. I've never had grilled cheese and French fries before. She said grilled cheese and chips. She meant like potato chips, but I immediately went to French fries. I'm like, is that a thing we can do? Jess is gonna attempt grilled cheese and French fries.
You want me to let your brother put French fries in your sandwich?
What's wrong with French fries in your sandwich?
Ain't better than that.
James did that. Put French fries inside the sandwich as like a sandwich topping.
Which I get because like I put onion rings in my burgers, right? So I get
Sounds good, Mud. Yeah, if you can put onion rings in your burger, why can't you put French fries inside your burger? Hey, Jim's also made ketchup sandwiches. Literally, white bread and ketchup between the two slices of white bread. And that was lunch. And Jess found these French fries. What are they? What name brand are they? They're so good. So good. None of this McCain French fries garbage anymore.
I'm trying to blank. I could just go to the freezer.
Cavendish?
From PI, remember?
Cavendish. They're Prince Edward Island.
Oh, they're not factored over there. There's a thing inside. No, you're close. You go down.
Yeah, Cavendish. These French fries, like from frozen store-bought French fries, are so much better than McCain's. We used to always eat McCain frozen. These just are so good. We can't go back to McCain's after this. Like these don't taste like frozen fries. They feel like fresh cut fries. They don't taste like frozen fries. So good. If you guys can get your hands on that name brand, well worth it. Who's trying to pick a fight? Michael's trying to pick a fight? Why? Michael, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you be so mean? I've picked on Michael so much, Milo Girl, it wouldn't be fair for me to, or for you to gang up against him, because Jess has been against him, I've been against him. Milo Girl, he needs somebody on his corner. And now he's picking a fight with you? Here, I thought he would try to be friends with Milo Girl so that somebody would agree with Michael. And, Michael, you've gone the wrong way. You've gone your potential only supporter. You've burnt your bridge with your only potential supporter. What are you doing, Michael? It's going to rain in 32 minutes. Ball cap.
Oh no.
What?
Look at the high.
A high of +3 this week? By Friday? Down in the valley here?
Yeah.
We are screwed. Winter's here.
-4?
-4 in the valley. We're screwed. Winter's here.
Oh my golly, isn't it cold? Do we have to bring another blanket to the truck? We should.
Blanket? I'll be okay. Definitely bring jackets. I've got jackets. I think I'm good. I think I'm good for winter. Like I have my winter stuff in there. I should consider getting a snowsuit soon and putting that in the truck. But holy smokes, winter is going to be here this week. I wonder if we're going to get any snow videos. I hope not. I hope we don't get any snow videos. I hope it's only cold. Huh?
I put in Fahrenheit.
In Fahrenheit. You put it in Fahrenheit. Okay. So, yeah, a low of 25 Fahrenheit for us this week.
The big snowstorm or rainstorm is kind of shifted to less rain for us.
We're supposed to get rain on Monday and Tuesday. With those temperatures, it's not going to be rain. Not in the mountains anyway.
It's way too early for
It really isn't too early for that weather. I always say you want your winter tires on by Halloween, and then I always get bit, and the snow hits the week before Halloween, and it really is. It's right on time. It's
That's up in the mountains. That's not down here in the valley.
Yeah, that's true. That's in the mountains and not down in the valley here, but it is the regular time for winter to hit, though. Michael, you're in the beginning stages of fall, and we're at the beginning stage of winter.
So the average high for this coming Friday is 11 degrees, and that's where we will be 7 degrees. So
Yeah,
it's not much.
temperatures are definitely going to be a little cooler than normal, than average. But I'm sure glad I got winter tires put on last week. Jeff, you have good winter tires on, right? Got good shoes, good soles, good rubbers. Now, last time we drove onto the Coquihalla, it was raining and the rain was starting to float. It's like, uh-oh, rain shouldn't be floating. It's not a good sign. Rain should not float. Well, yeah, Cavendish is Prince Edward Island. Everything will be in French. French as well as English, yes. That's just a thing. I didn't even notice, Milo Girl, but all our packages in Canada do that. All our everything legally, every package on our shelves has to have French and English.
You can't receive it to your store.
You're not illegal. It's illegal to receive a product like that into the store without it, except for a couple of import laws. There are a couple of imports that you're allowed to have some, except for the most part.
Like, that's why when we run low with certain things, we can't even import from the US.
Yeah, so let's say we if we run low on Reese cups, we can't even import those from the States because they don't have French on them. It's illegal to bring those in.
That happened with the ibuprofen.
Yeah, it happened with Tylenol, where we ran low on Tylenol and we couldn't import Tylenol from the States because it didn't have French on it. Because Canada has an official language, two official languages. We have French and English is our two official languages. So those are languages that to live in Canada, you have to pass a test to be able to speak and write in one of those two languages. So all government buildings, everybody in a government, if you're going to get a government job in Canada, you must be able to speak French. French and English. The US has no official language, which always is so funny to me when some people go, speak English, you live in America. It's like, no, the US has no official language. US is all about freedom, so speak whatever the frickin' heck language you want to speak. There's no law saying you can't speak French or Spanish or whatever language. You can legally do that in the US. In Canada, you could make the argument of speaking French or English.
There's really only two provinces where you would find every sign has to be New Brunswick and Quebec both.
Yeah,
Very
in some provinces, even all the road signs are in French.
New Brunswick and Quebec are really particular.
You'll find a lot of Canadian signs are pictures instead of words because of that. Which makes sense. No matter what language no matter what language you speak, you can understand a sign that's a picture. Speak English. Speak mini, or speak mini whatever. When I only speak mini. No, you're allowed to speak other languages in Canada, but you must know how to speak one of those two. You cannot get a Canadian citizenship without passing either an English test or a French test.
And improvement in English.
When Jess became a Canadian citizen, she had to write an English test.
No, I did not. I had to prove that I knew English.
Oh, you had to prove you knew English, and
In my
sending
case,
sending in a high school diploma would do the trick.
just diploma, not transcript, showing what classes I took.
Oh, a transcript to prove what classes you took in high school. So yeah, you didn't have to take the test because you could prove that you learned English in school.
But also, if I took my test, you can go up and speak to a customs officer, and that's also part of the test. Without the same as part of the test, what it is.
What were Texans called before they became a state? I think they were Texarkana. You were a Texarkana, not a Texan. I think it's Texarkana, something like that. That's cute. I used to watch a lot of Rending Dairy. He streams in Dutch as well, but he used to stream in English. and he kept he just goes, he was switched back and forth between English and Dutch. I'm like, no, 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 no. What are most of your viewers? If most of your viewers are Dutch, just stream in Dutch. If I'm your only viewer that speaks English, stream in Dutch. Well, thanks. I appreciate recommendations. Especially since our channel's been stuck at like 250 subscribers. Well, 252. We went up to 254 and then down to 253 and then down to 252. Right there, 252, 254. That is where we're stuck at. So everybody go tell your friends to subscribe because we're stuck at 253. I actually don't know where we are right now. But it literally fluctuates up and down between those two numbers. What? Can you share a link? Calgary today morning. Can I find a way of, what would I search? What? Penticton?
Yes, and let's scroll down just a little. See what that video is. That one.
This is today morning in Calgary. See, all the fall leaves are still on the trees. Well, those are naked. I don't know what building that is, but yeah, winter's here. Hey Jeff, are you going to Calgary this week? I'm sure. Oh, I know you're running flatbed right now, aren't you?
Should do that by names. Oh, you're not there.
Where's the talking heads? Get rid of the talking heads. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get some snow forecast here too. Because we're here. Yeah, so we're right here on the Alberta-Saskatchewan border. Getting quite a bit of snow here. Okay, go away talking heads. Show me pictures. Yeah, moisture content. Yeah, most of it's going to go north. It's going to miss most of us over here. So we'll be okay, but alright, talking heads, away with you. So yeah, anything blue is snow and anything green is rain. So we're going to be down here tomorrow, right down in here tomorrow off Vancouver Island. So we got to drive from here through the mountains. Oh yeah, so we're going to hit some rain here driving through the lower mainland. Maybe even a bit of snow.
That's probably going to be Coquihalla.
Yeah, the Coquihalla is this section right. No. Yes, this section right here. This section right here will be the Coquihalla. So Coquihalla's going to get a little bit of snow. So snowfall chance. So the darker, yeah, so there's not very high down in here, but up in our mountains over here, and then Calgary, Edmonton, all the mountains here, Revelstoke, Rogers Pass.
They are calling for snow. Coquihalla.
Yeah, the Coquihalla will get snow. Highway 3, Manning Park will get snow.
Falls
It looks closer to Cranbrook, so I don't even know if Kootenai. Kootenai's maybe a bit. Because Paulson over here doesn't look like it. They're predicting a lot. And I don't care about Toronto. They're just getting rain there. Winter is here. Hey, Myler girl, you see I have these two on my wish list. They're on my wish list. Look at the tarantula. That would be a mini. That'd be a heck of a mini game. It'd be my size, right?
But you're killing the animals, so I guess she's out.
Poor mini bird, yeah. $29. I don't know if it's worth 25% off, but
There's that other one.
there's this one, and then there's Grounded as well.
No, I'm looking at a different Wandering Village.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So this one here, I've got on my wish list as well, which is very similar. James is out hardcore because of all the spiders. They've gone a little more cartoony here, but look, in a sandbox again. And then there's another one that it's a single player though, The Wandering Village. I think you would find this one super cute. I'm waiting for a good sale on this. It's kind of a 2D game. All the graphics are 2D and flat in a 3D world. So like that, it's a very 2D game, but you're on top of this wandering dude, this big dinosaur creature right there, and you're wandering the world, and your world is on the back of this creature, and you slowly travel around the world. I thought you would like this one, so I've been waiting for this one to go on sale, for a really decent sale. And we might buy this one and play it on our live stream. But it is single player only. Here are creatures swimming across the ocean update. That's a new update available now. So it's still early access. The game's not finished, but very positive reviews. What's that? Buy Terran. Oh, if you buy 2 games, get 18% off. If you get the DLC, soundtrack, and artwork, wallpapers and stuff, you get a 25% discount. So wait, is the game on sale right now? Oh yeah, it's 20% off right now. $20 off right now. It's still $23. Is it worth $23? Buy it. Buy it now. $23. I gotta think about it. Man. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. I gotta think about it. If we did buy the game, we would only have to buy 1 copy, Jess and I, and we could share the game. No? Just save it as a separate file, right? No, 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 not on my computer. Steam has a family share thing.
That only works when we're not logged into Steam.
Yeah. I'm saying we wouldn't be able to play it at the same time, but you could still play it when you're at home and I'm on the road. We couldn't play the game at the same time. In fact, she couldn't play it if I'm on Steam, period. But we would only have to buy one copy. I'm trying to make it more financially feasible. Where am I going? I'm confused. Oh, I'm going up that way. That's a bit too steep of a hill. Let's go back down again. No danger noodles, Michael. No danger noodles. And no tarantulas. I'm not scared of danger noodles. I'm not scared of much of anything. I'm scared of running out of Reese cups. Hmm? Jess says onions. You're scared of onions. Not really. Didn't you put onion in our last food? Onion powder or something? It's the same as onions. It's got the same flavor. I can't handle the texture of onions. You did not. Oh, I thought you had. Never mind. It was a ball cap python? I believe that. Onion is the state vegetable? I didn't know that people had state vegetables. I know people have state birds. I didn't know you had state vegetables. That was a thing. I figured your state vegetable would be cotton. Yeah, I was like waiting for that. Jeff goes, "How is cotton a vegetable?" in the background. And yes, I thought that through before saying it and said it anyway. Reese cup is, yes, Reese cup should be the official vegetable of North America. No, Michael, grass is not disgusting. Grass tastes good. I've eaten more things more disgusting. I'm not saying that I would go eat grass. World War II, people ate grass because that's all they had. But, in fact, they put grass in as a soup, made grass soup. But, that was extreme circumstances, right? The worst thing I've eaten is a stink bug. I didn't swallow, but I put it in my mouth and crunched on it. And if you know what a stink bug smells like, you know what it tastes like too. It tastes exactly how you would expect it to taste. Jess says, this is why you're not getting any subscribers. Yep, it was in a bag of chips. I had eaten some chips, put the bag of chips away, wrapped it up, and somehow stink bug had gotten in there. And when I opened the bag of chips the next day, I just started eating, and all of a sudden it's like crunch. What is it? Oh my! I know! Ah! Spit that out! Spit that out! Spit it out! Someone cut my tongue off! Please cut my tongue off! Oh, anything to get rid of this flavor. Worst flavored chips ever. I threw the bag out, but there wasn't much left of the bag. I didn't throw out a lot of chips, but yeah, that bag of chips is gone. Gone. And now I wrap my bags of chips much, much tighter. It was the worst chips I've ever had in my life. I'm like, that's a weird cheddar flavor. It took the brain a couple of split seconds, long enough that you take another bite, lay another crunch on it, before going, what's wrong with this flavor? Why does... Oh, there's an antenna in my mouth. That's an antenna. Oh, there's a shell. Oh, my God.
I'm trying to make lunch over here. Change the topic.
And Jess is like, I'm making grilled cheese and fries. Stop talking about gross stink bugs. Yeah, that was not an enjoyable day. But I have now tasted one, so you guys don't have to. Then I told the forklift driver, and he was just rolling on the floor laughing. It's like he was laughing so hard he couldn't stand upright. He thought I was trying a new delicacy. Told him I did not recommend it. I don't know if... I'm sure I've seen roaches and stuff living in Belize, but I don't recall seeing a bunch of roaches. Oh yeah! Yeah, there were definitely roaches in that B&B in California. Yeah, apparently roaches are very hard to kill. Michael's talking in code to us. No. He's talking in actual code by making it his comments being held for review. So Milo and I read Michael's comments, but nobody else gets to read them. And Milo starts threatening the bar of soap. Lunch is ready? Alright. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Somebody go to my trucking channel and give me a super thanks for 20 bucks so I can go buy that game. Because it's so cute. No, Jess will not be live streaming this week. She's coming with me. She should be back the week after, though. There may be a live stream on on the trucking channel. There may be a live stream there. I don't know date and time, but kind of have a plan. We'll see if that works out. Like, it's the classic building a farm, harvesting resources and stuff, but in a cute new style, right? And you have to keep your animal happy by feeding him and stuff too, right? You have to look at the resources around, where your creature's walking, what's on the road ahead. So that basically all these things around will affect your village on his back. So you don't have enough resources on his back, so you have to collect resources from the mountains beside you. So it's kind of neat. Anyway, I might buy this. Especially if someone gives me a super chat on the trucking channel. But anyway, for now, we are out of here. I'll see you guys next weekend over here. Same time, same place. You guys absolutely rock.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Nom 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 nom.